make your way into child's pose, and you can have your head on your hands and your hips high, or take your hips back and let your arms stretch in front. Really relax your head, shoulders, let your forehead be in contact with the mat or your hands or a block or cushion. Relax the head, the neck, the jaw, and start your practice today, maybe setting an intention. So find something that starts with I am or I will be, and a word of your choice that helps you to feel positive and ready for the day ahead. And then bring your breath into your rib cage. Let the belly fill as you inhale, but bring the breath into the sides and the backs of the ribs. Take a few of these. And know that if you're practicing really early in the morning, you might enjoy the extra peace and stillness. But if you've got kids or pets running around, that's okay. Just try and find your inner calm, your inner peace. So focus on you and your mat. And then let's activate the arms a little bit. So press the tips of the fingers into the mat and let your elbows lift off of the mat. Deep breath in and deep breath out. And then make your way onto your hands and knees. Any wrist issues, you could always make a fist here, or some work you can do on your forearms if you need to modify anything, please do. Bring your knees underneath your hips, hip width apart, and wrists under shoulders. Spread the fingers wide, release the toes, and as you inhale, let your pelvis tip forward, create a slight hollow in the low back, and lift the chest, lift the gaze. Exhale, tuck the tailbone under, around the upper back, towards the sky, and release your head. Inhale, tip the pelvis forward, lift the heart, lift the gaze. Exhale, tuck the tailbone under, reach the upper back towards the sky, release the head. And continue these, really tuning into your breath, that nice long inhalation. Exhale to round the body, elbows are nice and soft. Take one or two more, and each time you exhale and round the spine, draw the navel gently towards the body just to facilitate this range of motion in your spine this morning. Great, and then find a nice flat back, draw the navel in towards the body, lift the heart, lift the chest. And then as you inhale, take your right toes behind you. Keep your chest lifted. And then as you inhale, take your weight forward. If you need to move your hands further forward because of the wrists, that's fine. And then as you exhale, take your weight back, press the right heel back so you're stretching into your calf muscle at the back of the bottom part of the leg. And then inhale, bring the weight forward gently, and exhale, take the heel back. And one more. Inhale to release, stretch, and exhale, press the heel back. Okay, from here, we're going to let the left knee swivel and let the left ankle come out towards your left side. And then your right foot come to connect with the mat. So the outside edge of your right foot even presses down. And the arch of the right foot lines up with your left knee. So we've got a nice straight line there. As you inhale, reach the right arm up towards the sky, and you can look wherever you're comfortable. Bring the hips forward, open the chest. We keep the bottom ribs in towards the body. Breathe. And if you want more, you might lift your right ankle in line with right hip. So we're waking up the side of the glute muscles. Take a breath. And if you did lift the ankle, place the right foot back down and really carefully use the strength of the tummy to lift the torso up into your open gate. Lift the pubic bone, draw the shoulders down towards the waist, open the heart and breathe. And then windmill your hands back down towards the mat and place your right knee back down. Find a nice flat back, lift the heart, draw the navel in towards the body. And then inhale, take your left toes back. So try and just focus on where we are right now, not what's coming next, not what's coming for the rest of the day, just now. So at the moment we're just taking that left knee straight, pressing the left heel back, lifting the chest. There's a tendency to forget about the neck and the shoulders. So press the ground away, lift out of your shoulders, bring the gaze slightly forwards. And then inhale, take the weight forwards. Exhale, press the heel back, take the weight back. Inhale, take the weight forwards again. And exhale, press the heel back. Great. And then come back to neutral position. Let your right knee swivel, right ankle to right side. And place your left foot down. So the arch of the left foot lines up with the right knee. Press the outside edge of the foot down. And inhale, reach the left arm up. And if you want to add more, lift the left ankle in line with the left hip. Press the heel away. And then bring the left foot back down. And then lift the torso up for your open gate. Lift the front of the pubic bone. Draw the shoulders to the waist. And then windmill the hands. And then bring your forearms onto the mat. So forearms and knees. And then let your knees scoot back a little bit. And then take the hips up and back for Anahatasana, heart opener. So the chest and chin might not meet anywhere near towards the mat. Slightly different to child's pose. The pelvis tips forwards. Now, if it's a bit strong, you can bend your elbows, bring your elbows closer towards you. Or if you want a bit more, you might straighten the elbows and let the elbows lift off of the mat. Take a breath in, feel the sides of your ribs. And a breath out. And then from here, let your torso lift back up again onto hands and knees. Bring your hands in front of you, spread your fingers nice and wide. As you inhale, tuck your toes under. And as you exhale, Lift the knees a couple of inches off of the mat. Really press through hands, lift out of shoulders, draw the navel in towards the body. Release, tap the knees back down. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, one more of those. Lifting the knees just a couple of inches, waking up the core, warming up the body. And release the knees back down. And if nothing happens, don't worry. Thinking about trying to lift your knees will still strengthen your body. So from here, this time, inhale and exhale. Lift the knees, take the hips back. So start with a nice bend in your knees, heels lifted. And pedal out the feet, the legs, when you're ready. And if you want to tap your knees down in between and take your time to build up holding these postures, that's absolutely fine. Just listen to your body. Find some stillness, soften knees, take the hips back, find the spine nice and long, really stretching through the sides of your body, finding a way to find more space there. Relax the head. Breathe in and breathe out. And then as you inhale, soften your knees, look forwards and walk your feet towards your hands. Knees can be bent here, let the body fold. Take a hold of the opposite elbow, sway the body side to side. And breathe. And keep the weight in the centre of the feet, so not too heavy in the heels. Release the arms, and then as you inhale, let your knees bend. Lengthen your spine and reach the torso and reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. And as you inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky. Have your feet slightly apart. And press the feet down into the earth, reach the fingers up towards the sky. Shoulders can stay down. Good, take a breath in. And as you exhale, release your right hand down to your right side and gently side bend to your right. So we're rooting the left foot down into the mat. Inhale, reach the right arm up to the sky again, and exhale, release the left arm and gently side bend to the left. Keep the right foot pressing down. Inhale, center, and exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, center, exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, reach back up. Now flat foot on left, stay with that where you lower one arm down, or if you want a bit more, you could take a hold of your left wrist with your right hand. Inhale, reach the arms up gently, and exhale, side bend to the right once more. Take a couple of breaths. And then inhale, center, and change sides. So take a hold of your right wrist with your left hand. Inhale, and exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, release the arms back down. And then as you inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, let your knees bend. So just a nice big juicy bend in the knees. And then exhale, turn your chest towards your right and open the right side of the chest. So the arms come towards the alignment of the shoulders. Knees point forwards, so we're not twisting into the knee. And then inhale, reach back up to center. Exhale, bend the knees and twist gently to your left. Open the chest. Inhale, center. Exhale, twisting to the right. Inhale, center. Last one, twisting to the left. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, soften knees, fold the body down, release the head. Inhale, slide the hands over the shins or the thighs and lengthen the spine, halfway lift. Exhale, let the body fold back down again, release the head. And then inhale, lengthen the spine again first, then reach up, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, soften knees, fold, release the head. Inhale, lengthen spine, halfway lift. Exhale, hands come down onto the mat and step it back into your plank position. You can lower your knees if you like here. Lift the chest. And on your next out breath, let the knees come down, let the chin and chest come down towards the mat. Come onto your front. Inhale, lift the chest, shoulders, cobra, nice and low to the mat. And then exhale, release the chin back down. Let's do 2 more of these. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the head, shoulders to the waist. You might go really light through the hands or maybe even lift the hands. And then exhale, release. One more, inhale, lift the chest. Knowing that you're waking up the muscles around the spine. And then exhale, press the hands down, tuck the toes, lift up through the hips and take the hips back. 2 more breaths. Feet are hip width apart, hands are shoulder width apart. Release the neck and the head. And then inhale, look forwards, walk, step or float, feet to hands. Exhale, fold, release the head. Inhale, lengthen spine, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, soften knees and fold. Inhale, lengthen spine, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, step or float back into your plank. Keep the gaze forwards. Exhale, lower knees, chin and chest, or low plank. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, take the hips back. Downward dog. Take a couple of breaths, rest the knees down if you want to. And then fire up the legs, so engage the thigh muscles here. Soften the neck. And then as you breathe in next, soften knees, look forwards, bring feet to hands. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen spine, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Come into your mountain pose. Release the shoulders down. Notice your breath. And then bring your feet a bit closer together. As you inhale, let your knees bend. Take your hips back and reach your arms up, Utkatasana. And if you're frowning, turn that frown upside down. Let the corners of the mouth lift. Find a bit of strength in your breath. Great, and then release. Straighten the knees, release the arms down. And then take a step back with your left leg. And keep the left heel off the mat if you can, high lunge. If you need a bit more balance support, make your stance a bit wider, left to right. And any pinching in the back or the hip, you can bring your stance a bit shorter. Lift the front of the pubic bone. And then inhale to reach the arms. Take a couple of breaths. The right knee is bent, the left knee is quite straight. Nice and strong legs. One more breath. And then carefully let the back heel release to the mat. Torso can turn slightly to left side, and then arms can come in line with shoulders. Right knee is bent, and do just check that your right knee hasn't drifted into the centre of your mat. Keep the knee in line with that right ankle. Look forwards beyond your right third finger, your drishti, your focus point, and soften the shoulders. Take a breath in and a breath out. Great. And then bring your right forearm or hand really lightly to your right thigh, and then reach your left arm up towards the sky. Keep your spine long, chest lifted. And if you want to go any further, you could reach that left arm up and over and really press into your back foot. So you've got this long line from your left foot all the way up to your left fingertips. Take a breath. And this leaning on the right thigh is really light. We're hardly leaning at all. Good, inhale back to your warrior two. And then release the arms and carefully shuffle or step left foot to Tadasana. Inhale, bend the knees, take your hips back, reach the arms up. Take a couple of breaths again, hopefully feeling a little warmer in the legs, body. So control the breath. Right, release, let the knees straight and bring the arms down, and then step your right leg back. Coming into your high lunge, so left knee's bent, right knee straight, back heel's lifted, and if you want more, reach the arms up, let the palms face each other, breathe. And then release, back heel down, open torso, warrior two. Release the arms in line with shoulders. Keep an eye on that front knee. So roughly in line with that left ankle. Pubic bone lifts. And breathe. And then you can release that left hand or forearm lightly to left thigh, really light there. And then reach the top arm up to sky. And if you want more, you might take it all the way over, but don't lose the position of the spine. Keep the chest open. Keep the ribs long. Breathe. And then inhale, reaching up to your warrior. Exhale, windmill your hands down. And see if you can step back into your plank. And lower into child's pose. Let that positive intention come into the mind, ready to influence your day. When you're ready, make your way back up and come to a comfortable seated position. And it doesn't have to be cross-legged, it could be kneeling or legs out in front, or you might like a cushion underneath your sit bones. So we're going to interlace the fingers and bring the hands behind the back of the head. And then lengthen your spine, sit tall, relax the tops of the shoulders and draw the elbows towards each other a little bit and imagine or try to bring the elbows up towards the sky. So we're in quite an active shoulder stretch. We're also in a seated version of headstand. And let the elbows come out to the sides a little bit. But take a moment just to open the heart, open the chest, maybe lean the head into the hands. Breathe. Bring on that sunshine. And then let that go, release. Roll out the shoulders. Bring your legs out in front of you. Bend your right knee, bring your right foot towards you, and you can stay here or you can take that foot all the way over the left thigh, draw the left toes towards you. Now if you have a lot of hip pathology on this side, you might actually twist the opposite direction to me, so you might twist as an open twist, which is twisting away from that bent knee. Otherwise, you can bring your left hand to your right knee, inhale, sit tall, and exhale, twist to your right. So you're turning the chest to the right, bringing the right hand behind you. So go with a version of this that feels good. Release the shoulders. Deep breaths in and out. And then gently release. Bring both legs out in front and take the other side. So left foot comes towards you. You can stay here or take the foot all the way over the right thigh. Draw the right toes towards you. And again, you've got your open twist away from the knee if you need that option for the hip joint, or you can bring right hand to left knee. Inhale, sit tall. And exhale, twist to your left. Left hand behind you. You might bring the elbow towards the knee. And breathe. Find that space just for you this morning. And then gently release, come back to centre. Release the legs. And then make your way onto your back. So you could use the help of your hands, or maybe slowly lowering down without the help of the hands. And then let your neck, let your head, your shoulders release towards the mat. Keep your knees bent and bring your ankles under the knee joints, so feet come a little closer towards you. They don't have to touch the hips. Feet are hip width apart, not too wide. And the knees line up with the hips. As you breathe in, press the feet down towards the earth and peel the hips and the spine off of the mat. Keep the knees as they are, so try not to let them flare out. Engage the inner thighs. Breathe. And if you know a bind, you might take a bind underneath the body. And then slowly re-peel each joint of the spine, hips back down. And taking one more of these. Inhale, push the feet down into the mat. Lift the hips, lift the spine. You can keep the palms down if you like, or you might interlace hands under the body, just gently rolling onto the shoulders, opening the chest. Waking up the legs. And then really slowly re-peeling the spine, the hips, all the way back down. And then hugging one or both knees in towards you. You take a big breath. And then you might like to lift the feet towards the sky. And you can either bring your hands underneath the pelvis, the sacrum, or you might use a cushion or a block if you've got one, and just let your legs, your feet come up towards the sky. You can move the legs if you like, quite playfully. And maybe like me, you just can't help but smile. Okay, and then you could bend your knees and bring your knees in the direction of your armpits. They probably won't actually get there, but that kind of movement. So knees are slightly apart. Keep your sacrum, your pelvis on the mat if you can. And you could take the back of your thighs with your hands. You could take your shins, ankles. You might take toes or outside edges of feet, but go with what feels good for you. And you can have a really playful rock side to side, so happy baby pose. Definitely have a big smile here. Ready for the day ahead. Okay, and then carefully release one foot down, then the other. Bring the feet and the knees close together now. Take the arms out wide. Take a breath in. And exhale, let the knees fall over to the left side. You can make this a deeper twist if you want to. Neck feels okay, you could look to the right and let everything go. Close your eyes. And then carefully come back to centre. And then let the knees fall over to the right side. Look towards the left. And this might be enough. If it's too strong, place a cushion under the knees. If you want more, you could bring your left leg over a little further. Breathe into the belly. And then carefully release. And make your way into Shavasana, which is relaxation. So lying on your back. And let your legs come wide. You can always keep your knees bent if your low back prefers that. And have your arms wherever you're comfy. Really relax the back of your head, your jaw. Close your eyes. Relax the tummy, hips, thighs. Soften into the chest and the shoulders. And just be here. Take a moment to yourself to let go and relax. And you deserve this time to relax, so give yourself permission. Let your natural breath flow in and out. Allow space between the thoughts. And each exhalation taking you a little deeper, allowing you to soften even more. And then bring your awareness back to your breath. And bring some movement into fingers, toes. But stay here a moment with your eyes closed. And before you start your day, take a moment to think of 3 things that you're grateful for today. And if you naturally have more than 3 things coming into your mind, then just let that happen. And then when you're ready, when you've had enough time for that, let your knees bend. Take any movements that you need. Stretch your arms over your head. You can point the toes. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Let that go. And then carefully make your way onto your right side or side that feels good. Push through your top hand, come back up to a seated position. Bring the hands to your heart. Namaste.